Hello, KEYAFFAIR fans. This is an exciting moment for us because we spent months in the studio sampling and programming new sounds for our next collection, and now we can finally share it with all of you. Our philosophy about sampling an instrument in its purest form hasn't changed at all. We feel that capturing it with the least amount of processing will give the musician a playing experience of closeness, where each note has its own color and story to tell. That's why we didn't go in and clean up all the artifacts and flaws the key may reproduce while playing. And it includes Soul Case, Dark 5, Classic Dyno, and a very special application called KEYAFFAIR Mix Rack. I feel so privileged to sit here and reveal our latest virtual instrument collection to you. Audiolounge KEYAFFAIR 4. Alright, let's start with the Classic Dyno, which is a modified instrument from 1985. Okay, here you got your master section with the gain and the pan. Then we got a tremolo section, depth and rate, which is also accessible on the mod wheel of your MIDI controller. Here we got a preset delay with a mix knob and a feedback control. Right in the center of the plugin, you'll find two nicely designed vintage-style meters for look and feel and an indicator that the sound's coming through. On your left, we got a reverb section where you can dial in the mix and the decay time. Okay, right at the upper part of the plugin, you'll find the special sauce section. You can apply some nice distortion and saturation to the sound using the slider for the preferred setting and the harmonics dialed into the sound. On your right, you can engage an additional FM layer to the sound, which allows you to give it an extra sonic sheen. Next in the line is the beautiful Dark 5, which is a 1984 Mark V instrument. Let's get right to it. Right on your left, you basically got your master section, which has a tone control and the volume control that lets you pre-shape the sound to your liking. So the Dark 5 comes with two different presets, a darker and a brighter version, whatever the music you're working on may require. Next in the row, you got your tremolo settings, which can also be applied through your mod wheel on your MIDI keyboard. To your right, you got two parameters to set the velocity action to either tame or amplify the dynamic range. We also built in a really sweet chorus that you can dial in and tailor to your taste. Again, some nice vintage metering, and to the left, we got the reverb section where you can set the amount and the length. The harmonic distortion and saturation section works especially great on the Dark 5. Simply use the slider for the preferred effect. For some extra sweetening, you can engage a pad layer underneath the sound to add some warmth and texture to it. So, I think it's time to bring up Soul Case. So, Soul Case, we've sampled a beautiful Mark II suitcase piano. Again, you got the centerpiece, including a gain and the pan dial. Same to the classic dyno, you'll find the tremolo section with the depth and the rate knob. A very rich and beautiful sounding chorus that you can easily adjust to the music you're working on. Vintage feel again with those beautiful VU meters. Also a reverb section like in the other plugins before, mix and decay. We felt that a little drive and saturation would also work really well on the suitcase version, again seasoning to taste with a simple slider. And to round it off, we got a real nice vintage feel with a little vinyl crackle on top. Now let's go to the beast, KEYAFFAIR Mix Rack. This is a very special application that allows you to create brand new sounds by layering all of our plugins randomly and intuitively to get the perfect sound for your song. We've integrated some of our classic KEYAFFAIR sounds, including the brand new KEYAFFAIR 4 lineup, in a simple and easy package to mix and match. Okay, let me walk you through. We start up with the first module, which is the center section of the plugin. The second module is our beautiful DI mark with the special preamp from our legendary KEYAFFAIR 3 collection. And for module 3, for everybody who loves the sounds in KEYAFFAIR 2, we've integrated KEYAFFAIR 2 with a slightly new twist on the drums. Module 4 became the LA Dyno, which is a slightly tweaked version from the brand new KEYAFFAIR 4 library. Module 5, this is where the fun starts. The first section is called Pad Machine. You get an assortment of different pads you can layer with all the sounds in combination. It's really amazing what you can achieve and how well they all blend together. Within the same module, we've integrated Fret Machine, which is a slightly different version of Fret Affair, and we felt it's a great sound extension to combine those sounds with the E-pianos and the pads. And last but not least, Module 6. And of course, we couldn't let it go without having Classic Blend included, which is a slightly stripped-down version with only the TX816 sounds. So at the bottom of KEYAFFAIR Rack, we got a panel of 30 on-off switches. We call it the Quick Access panel. Each of these switches will engage the individual sounds for each module. That is such an easy and intuitive way to instantly access and combine sounds to compare them in the musical context. Each switch has a little volume knob that allows you to mix and blend the sounds in the most easy and immediate way. Down at the left-hand corner, you've got an overall reverb for all the modules combined. Alright, that will be it for the walkthrough through all the plugins. Let's hear them in action.
A veces siento que el viento me susurra tu nombre y pienso que el sauce lamenta por ti. Cuando muere la tarde, me recuerda el anhelo y el hambre profunda que siento por ti. Y cuando canta el bosque, me invita a buscarte otra vez a ti. Oh, eres lo que mi alma necesita, lo que mi pasión incita, lo que llena mi interior. Eres lo que diario echo de menos, lo que causa mis desvelos y me llena el corazón. el anhelo de mi voz.